And the next one we do have is Evgenii. I ask you to unmute. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, hello from Munich. I'm Evgenii Pavlov and CEO of Lab. I manage package on Salesforce. And today I will show you how we work with Qt.io tool. So it's all about Salesforce DX. And Salesforce Developer Experience, or simply DX, is a modern approach to develop and deploy. And when they introduced Salesforce DX, they basically did a small revolution on the way we do things with Salesforce. First of all, it's source-driven development. Then it's scratch orgs where you can have one feature, one org, one branch. And it's super amazing for developers. The traditional way of development includes org-based deployment with Chansense and Sandbox. Salesforce DX offers an alternative in organizing metadata. And it's not just managed package, but new unlocked packages. Your source truth is your source control repository. So, and these unlocked packages are especially suited for internal usage. You can use unlocked packages to organize your existing metadata, package an app, extend an app from App Exchange, or package new metadata. There is even now org-dependent unlocked packages. Much easier to organize metadata in existing organizations. And what is also really cool about packaging itself, it's you can depend on another package, or even inside one package, you have different folders for organizing dependent metadata. For example, you can create some basic utils which you can use in every package. But where do you hold this configuration? As you can see, these package directories. Every package is a Salesforce project and a local directory structure with your metadata. It contains configs for how to create scratch orgs and the config for the project itself, where you can define dependencies, for example. So you can use CLI to create Salesforce package for you. Then you can start using scratch org for developing. And you can see that you need to know command line, git, config files, and so on. So it's pretty straightforward for developers, but we wanted to go further and create a web interface for Salesforce projects, scratch org, pooling, pushing, and packaging. And it's Qt.io. And today I will show you how we use Qt for organizing metadata and extending our packaging for clients. Now you see how we create a new project. We only need to connect DevHub and your version control of choice, not only GitHub, but also GitLab, Bitbucket, Azure. And then everything is set up. We are good to go. And we're starting using scratch orgs. And right from Qt, you can start a new scratch org. And anyone from your team can log in to the scratch org and help you with the review, for example. And here I want to customize e-bike example and add some fields and Russian translations. So if you're curious how you configure scratch org setup, we use a file Qt YAML where you can define what you would like to do after scratch org is created. So for example, you can assign some permission sets or load some paste data. So you also can configure your pull scripts. And after you're done with changes, you don't need to run any command line. So basically, you can click a button, pull changes, and then you will be automatically synchronized and get your changes to Git and even create a pull request. And then you can collaborate with your team to review and check this pull request, for example, on GitHub. And because it's a source-driven way of development, so your source of truth in your Git, and every new feature is a new scratch org and new Git branch and one pull request. So you can exchange comments, so you can do many changes and add to this branch. And then when everything is done, you can just merge it. In Qt, we also support some we can automate some routine operation, for example, fetch translations or import seed data. Anything you can run locally you can run in Qt, as we run everything in a Docker image. So Qt also supports some environment variables. So we can put branch name, or you can create any variables you would like. And this is example when you want to fetch translations. So I added some translations and then click button and it runs these commands. So and commit everything to the branch I was already working with. So you can see that here I added a new field and fetch translations. And now it's time to package everything what I did. So I create a new version. And for example, this is I added this field and Russian translation, and then I want to package. When I create a new version, it's ready to be deployed to sandboxes for testing. We can connect as many organizations as we want for testing, and usually we do. So we develop a new feature in Scratchwork, then we merge, commit, and create a package, new version, install in sandbox, and test there. Then you can install the same sandbox and other the same package in other sandboxes as well. And when everything is fine, and I hope everything is fine with my translations, you can promote this version and deploy to production. You see, no command line touching and everything in the cloud, so you can easily manage your version and collaborate with your team. So everything you see, so everyone can see what you're working on and what you are deploying. To improve efficiency, you can also use Scratchwork pooling, so no need to wait for a new Scratchwork being created. And then you can take Scratchwork from the pool and start developing with new exciting feature from like my Russian translations. And also you can use the same pool or create a new project to use in your CI. So we use Circle CI, for example, and we use this command line to take freshly created configured Scratchwork from the pool and push our code, check, run all tests, and be green. And this is a slide just to have 20 slides. But yes, as you can see, the more people can benefit from using the great feature from Salesforce, unlock packages. Not only developers should be happy, but admins too. Thank you. And my number 119.
119, cool. Looks like this is the future of Salesforce, that we don't need change sets anymore and will just depend on the repository with the latest status. Really looking forward how the regular admins will do it and how they will make it happen, because that's my biggest fear. When I speak with them, it's so easy to update the things in production. It's not so easy when they need to work with the change sets. But yeah. So next one.